Hey guys, Red Panda Mining here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day this video. Alright, I am finally getting started on my second server because I got in, I don't know if you guys saw my video previously, but I got in $1,000 worth of adapters I needed for these Gigabyte EPS connectors here for the GPUs. So I got in a bunch of EPS to these NVIDIA new power cable and EPS to PCIe as well, different varying cables, because I have different varying GPUs that I'm going to be placing into these servers from like 3070s, which I'm going to do today. Okay, these 3070 founders, we're going to do 8 of these in one server today in this video, but I also have 3080s to put in and some other GPUs, and I'm planning on getting some 40 series to put in these as well. Maybe a 50 series rig. Maybe I was thinking of buying some 5070 Ti's, but we'll see. But okay, so we're gonna begin getting a second server up here, and the platform I'm gonna put it on is SimplePod.ai. We'll put it on my shelf by the end of this video and make sure it's online. Right now, my SimplePod.ai rigs, there's one 3090 that's not rented, and I have two 3060s that are not rented right now. But this is the platform that I'm going on. If you guys are interested, link down below to SimplePod.ai. Their Docker system's very easy to use. If you guys need to use it for any compute, anything, rent out rigs. Oh, there you go. My 3090 just got rented. So I got all 6 of them are all rented now. That's nice. That's nice. All right, let me do the POV, guys, of setting up my 3070 rig on here after today's video sponsor. CryptoMinerBros.com. If you are a large-scale miner looking to buy in bulk or looking into getting into hydro containers, CryptoMinerBros is now a certified seller of hydro cooling Antminer Ant spaces from Bitmain. And to go along with the containers, they also sell hydro units and all related hydro accessories and parts. Or if you're just looking for an air-cooled model, they also have them as well. They also sell a lot of the home ASIC miners like an Avalon Q, and they also sell the infamous Bitmain Antminer L9 right now, which is on sale on their website, link down below if you're interested. Miner Bros also has professional ASIC miner repair services if you have a broken Bitmain unit or an ice server or Canon or Gold Shell or even Flu Miner. You can inquire through their website, email, live chat, or even through WhatsApp. Check out CryptoMinerBros.com today. They are a title sponsor of the Red Panda Mining channel since 2018. If you decide to order something on their website, feel free to use coupon code REDPANDA for another $70 off each ASIC ordered. Links down below. Okay, so I've already done some preliminary stuff on all these, just on this second rig here, second server that we're going to set up today. I've already changed out the CPUs, the Xeon Bronze to Xeon Golds, so I've already done that. And then I've already added in the 128 gigs of RAM. Okay, so 4 sticks on each, 2 sticks on each CPU, so that's 128 gigs of RAM, 32 gig sticks, and so that's all well and good. Then I also did the BIOS update on the BMC, which on these Gigabyte servers is going to be on that management port right there. The BMC is right there. So I've already done the update on these servers. So it has a 2024 BIOS. I'm happy with that, but there's nothing after that. I think it's end of support already. I think after 5 years, 4 years, they already ended end of life for these servers. So yeah, there's no more upgrades for these anymore, but I think these are still powerhouse GPUs for what I'm going to use them for, which are going to be for those lower end GPUs. So we'll see how it goes. But guys, let's begin. All right, so it's off right now. Now I need to figure out, so I'm going to be putting in 8 3070s here, okay? The Founders Edition 3070s, which require the HP 12 HPWR new revision plug there for power. I wish I had 10, then I could fit 10 in here, but I was thinking I don't think I could because the power is going to be blocked by this metal piece here. And I know custom computing, if you're watching this right now, man, I know you're shaking your head at me. Red Panda, just cut it. Just cut it. Just cut the whole thing. And no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to cut anything. So max I could really put into these, depending which GPU and depending when the power connectors are, is 8. Okay, there's 8 PCIe slots, X16 by the way. It's not half, it's not X8, it's X16. So full X16 on the 3070s, which is going to be great. Okay, so let's take this out. I gotta take out this thing here. There's like these little switches here, and then there's these thumb screws right here that's holding this bracket. All right, for the top GPUs. Oh, I gotta take this off first. Okay, these are the fan hub thing for the back, so that's good. But then this just simply slides out like this, like that. Okay, all right, so that comes out. And then at the bottom here, I gotta flick these two things here and here, and I can pull this PCIe thing up. And on this side, these are for the top 2 GPUs, I guess, to make it 10 GPUs in this thing. Okay, there we go. All right, I can see in there. So we'll see if we can fit, yeah, we should be able to fit 8 3070s right into here. And we'll see how that goes. And then actually I'll see how the power cables go. Okay, custom computing, we'll see if I should cut this and see if we can put the cable. I don't think so, but let's check that out later. Okay, I got the GPU here, just one, and well, 2, and we're gonna test fit to make sure this is going to fit. Okay, so let's do one at this end here. And you know what, actually before I do that, let me just take out all these Gigabyte EPS connectors, because this is the problem I've been waiting for. This is why I haven't been installing the servers, is because of these damn cables. These are EPS to EPS, so this does not fit into the majority of the GPUs that I have currently. The 178Xs would work, V100s would work in here, but these are EPS. Otherwise, I don't have those GPUs. I'm not trying to fill these with 178Xs. I already have enough of those filled in for a gentleman already that's renting all my 178Xs and those Octaminers. So now, okay, so there's 10 of these. These are garbage. I'm not using these anymore. Let me put over here. And then now, let's try this. Okay, let me just make sure it slots in like so into the first slot. And we did it. Okay, there we go. All right, first slot 3070 is in. Nice. Now we put in the cable here, EPS to, there we go, to HP12WR, whatever that cable name is, and it looks to be good. Okay, just gonna make sure the length of the cable is gonna close for the lid, because I want the airflow to pass through the GPUs, right? Okay, so let's put on the second one here. And ooh, this one got damaged in shipping. This IO shield. Okay, that looks, I think that's okay. All right, let's put it in. Let's see if the 3070s side by side will fit. And I'm gonna make sure it lines up. There's 2 slots that line up on the back here for the IO shield. Looks like it's not lining up because it's not straight. All right, I gotta push that over. Okay, let's do it again and see if it goes in. There we go. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Okay, let me plug in one of these cables. Okay, the new NVIDIA. So I was actually just looking. These 3070s came with these adapters, and only 6 of the pins were populated on these, the H12 HPWR or whatever, into PCIe 8 pins. So, yeah. I wonder if it'd be cheaper for me to go the adapter and then into a 8-pin PCIe. I feel like that would be cheaper for me instead of using this cable, because this cable's like $30. So, man, like I said, I spent like $1,000 on all these adapters, and man, that was expensive. Seriously. Just, you know what? Before I put these cables in, let's just put in the rest of the GPUs. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. This one is also bent by the looks of it because of shipping. Okay, let's see if it fits in. These 3070 founders are freaking nice. Okay, is it gonna go in? No? There we go. Okay, this one's good. Second one, Joker Miner. I like these 3D printed PCIe covers. It's really nice of you, man. Okay, this one, this one got bent. Ooh, this one got really bent. Oh, can I bend this back with my hand? Nope, I'm not strong enough. I need pliers. Okay, can I just, all right, yeah, lets me bend it this way. I'm not trying to cut it. There we go. Yeah. All right, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, let's see if it goes in. Yep, perfect. All right, 4. Ooh, that's nice and that's tight. Are the fans gonna be bottlenecked in there? I don't think there's 2 fans on each one. I wonder how these Founders Editions are gonna go well in this server. I don't know how the airflow is gonna be, but the fans might not be, they might be choked, which depends. If these are rented at full bore, then I guess we'll find out. We'll see if it gets choked up in the server. All the airflow has to go one way, so I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that's if that's gonna be a problem. I guess we'll find out once if I get rented, that is. Okay, 6th GPU. This one looks good. Okay, and in. All right, man, they slide in just nice and easy. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. There we go. Excited. I'm really excited. Okay. There we go. Let's do it. You know what? This one I'm gonna put in the last one first because I remember with the Octominers, you gotta put in the last one, otherwise you can't get it in if you put one here. Okay, and then this way, 3070 in. All right, all 8 of them. Beautiful, man. Look at that. Okay, let me just see. I'm gonna see now if I can, if I were to get 2 more Founders Editions 3070s, will the cables fit? Definitely not. Yeah, that will, yeah, it's covering the power. So I would have to cut this. I'd have to cut all the way here, the metal underneath here, so that I could get access to these and they would have some room. Cause yeah, that would not work. Okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother cutting. I don't want to get into that. I know a lot of you guys want me to do that, but I just can't. Okay, that's just, you guys just give me a break. Okay, just give me a break. Okay, so I'm just gonna check something. I just realized something. This cable is not going to fit because it's got a notch. It's got this the 16. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, it's kind of breaking apart here. It was kind of pushing the connector back. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go the route of not using these direct cables, and I'm gonna use the PCIe to this one here. EPS to PCIe. You know what? I think that's gonna be, and as I drop all of them, okay, PCIe to EPS. So let's just do it that way. I think that way is gonna be better. So that means I have to use the adapter. Yeah, cause see, the NVIDIA adapters don't have that notch. They don't have the notch there like those ones do. I think that's the new revision, NVIDIA. Ah, right, there was 2 different revisions, right? So, okay, well, I think that's better that I go this way anyway. So, okay, so that one's there. Okay, and I'm gonna have a lot of excess cable. So there's a PCIe side and then there's an EPS side. So this is the EPS side. Let me just make sure it fits here. Yeah, fits in there just perfect. And then this is gonna be the PCIe side. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do that 8 more times here and get these little, you know what? I'm just gonna get all these little connectors. Okay, Joker Miner, the gentleman who traded me for a Avalon Q for these 8 Thank you for the trade, good sir. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Now make sure, I'm gonna make sure none of these are broken. Some of them just went in way too easy. But I'm kind of worried that the TDP of these are like what 170. So I don't think there should be any issue powering these, right? No, it shouldn't be any issue. Okay. It seems like they're very loosey-goosey. Very loosey-goosey. Okay, whatever. Alright, so problem here is that these cables are freaking long. So I'm going to have to like do a little twist. Okay, there we go. Goes right there. And the lid, I should be able to still close the lid, hopefully. Okay, 6 more. Okay, I gotta use all these. I have 10 EPS GPU connectors. And like so. Okay, just like that. Okay, alright. I know this is boring, guys, but like I said, I'm making POV content the whole way. So if you guys don't like it, you let me know. Otherwise, I am down just to do all of this offline and not bring you guys in the journey. So I'm also okay with that. Don't like the POV content, please let me know. I think this is interesting, different kind of content for people that maybe never gotten into this stuff. And it is a whole other world, I found. So maybe you guys, some people do enjoy it, but for the people that already know how to do this, you're probably shaking your head and already disliking the video and calling me a dumb, which is fine. All right, 2 more. Here we go. Then we're gonna boot her up. Oh no, I gotta create a SimplePod ISO, and this is the wrong way. Wow, good thing I put the PCIe into the EPS. Whew, that would have been a mistake. All right, EPS. It's actually, they're different connectors. I got all these from moddiy.com. Okay, all right, one last one. EPS into here. Okay, and then into the adapter. All right, there we go. Okay, they all look good. They're all in. Triple check that they're all okay. Still good. Let me put the fan in, because this is one where I won't be able to fit that top part. Obviously, that will not fit because of the adapters, right? That will not work. And okay, tighten up, tighten. All right, the fans at the top are good. Okay, totally forgot. I forgot to screw in the GPUs. Okay, so I need a screwdriver. And let me see which screws. Are these the PC screws? Oh, you know what? No, I don't need to. I can just do it from here. Yeah, okay, little PC screws. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this part, you guys. I gotta do it 7 more times. All right, they're all screwed in. Okay, let's turn her on and, I don't know, make sure it boots. Actually, before I do that, no, we'll just see if it turns on. So I already have the power in, and let's go ahead and let's hit the power button over here, and it's gonna scream. Memory initialize. Oh, that was fast. I think this is the server in which it like initializes. I think it was the second one that initialized very fast. There's something with this one. I don't know what it is. Okay, it looks like it's working. GPUs are, I don't know if they're on. There's a lot of airflow coming out of here. I'm still concerned because of how close they are together. I'm not sure if these founders are gonna get not gonna work. Okay, yeah, Gigabyte. Looks like we're getting in. So I don't have a drive installed or anything. So the U.2 drive, I actually just got in one of these U.2 SATA to U.2 SSD adapter. So this is gonna go well with me being able to put the SimplePod.ai ISO image on here. So once that's done, then I just boot it with this, okay, with the image on, and then I just type in my email address, and that's it. I don't have to install Ubuntu. I don't have to do any commands or anything. SimplePod install is so easy, and I love it. I just got to use Rufus to burn the image on using this U.2 adapter reader for my computer. So let's go to the computer. Let me do that right now. Okay, I'm at my computer, and so this adapter, Sabrent, link down below. I've never used this before, U.2. So yeah, it can do SATA. So the main reason, again, why I bought this, because I normally use this, right, if I was going to do any SATA, but it's not able to do U.2. It's got that notch there. So this one doesn't have that notch. So yeah, the U.2 drive, which is basically like NVMe style. So plug that in, and it does require power, so that required power there. Then there's this USB port or cable that I gotta plug into the computer, which will go right into there, and looks like it turned on. Nice. Okay, so does it recognize on the computer? Well, let me see if it shows up in Rufus. Yeah, nope, doesn't show up there. I have to click on list USB hard drives. Yeah, there we go. And 2 terabyte. Yep, there we go, 2 terabyte drive. Nice. Okay, I gotta select the image, the SimplePod image, which is right there. And then that's it. I hit start, and it's gonna wipe everything, and there we go. It's gonna start writing the image to the 2 terabyte. I forgot that with SimplePod, which is basically simplemining.net, I can actually put my account in the config file, so that when the server boots up, I don't need to type anything, I don't need to do anything, it'll show up on my account. Alright, actually, so before I turn on the server, in SimplePod, I have to add a host and just click one button. I'm not going to show that to you guys. There's some doxing information in there, so there's just one button I have to click to add a host for the next 12 hours. It gives that, like, it gives you the permissions, essentially. So after the 12 hours is over, then you cannot add any servers to your account. So right now I got 2, as you all know, 3090s, 3060s, majority of them are rented already. And yeah, so I'm gonna be able to hook up my 3070s to these, and it's almost done imaging, so I'll wait for this and I'll add in the config for my account, which is based by email address. Okay, it's done flashing on the 2 terabyte U.2, and oh, it's a little warm. Good thing this drive has some heat sinks on it. It looks like it's yeah, this is warm. Okay, anyways, let's see if it recognizes in the file explorer. Yes, it is. SMOS config. All right, just like HiveOS or, you know, Simple Mining. And there's just this one config. All I gotta do, I don't have to install Ubuntu or anything. I love it. And then all I gotta do is put in my account here, email, save it. We're gonna take out the drive and put it in the server. So let me do that now. Okay, so got the drive here, ready to go. Now I'm gonna take out the first, the slot here, the caddy in the server, and we have to install it. So I just found some screws. So luckily these are just, you know, SATA size, 2.5 inch, and I gotta line up the screw holes here, and then I can just plop in the screw. Luckily I had the screws from these adapters, which I'm just gonna use 2. I know some people use all 4, but in my experience, just using 2 is enough. I just crisscross. You guys can let me know. Someone's probably gonna say, no, Red Panda, you need to use all 4 screws because it makes it uneven. Nope, looks good to me. All right, because I need to save 2 more for these things if I ever... I have extra. I got extra of those screws. Not worried. Anyway, can't wait for the comments. Okay, I'm gonna put this in now, and it should just slide right in. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Okay, in. All right, let's see if it boots into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whew, man, it's sweating. It's hot. It's hot outside. Okay, let's see. Real time. I'm not even gonna cut this part. We're gonna see how long it takes to boot. So we should see SimplePod, you know, their install, which is a Linux install, and see if it goes in. Okay, the 3070s. I hope 8 will show up. We'll see if it shows up on SimplePod's web GUI. Okay, it's already booting. Gigabyte. And let's see if it's going to go into the Linux OS. I'm not sure which OS. They're probably using Ubuntu. Hit that like if you guys haven't already. Let me know if you enjoy this content. Bringing you guys along the whole journey. I'm gonna be vlogging just POV on setting up every single server. The next one I'm gonna do are the 3080s. Yes, it works. Okay, it got in. All right. So perfect. Now let's see if it connects to SimplePod. Yeah, it's doing its thing. There we go. All that good stuff, all that Linux stuff. Okay, so now let me, I have to do some, I guess, OPSEC stuff. So on my network, my router, firewall, I have to port forward 1,000 ports, okay, on my static IP. So let me do that now, and then we'll see if it shows up on SimplePod. Okay, looks like it just updated. It says host registered properly. All right, so let me go check that. Okay, success, it's there. I just renamed it SRV03. We got 8 GPUs, which are gonna be 8 3070s. Perfect. I like that it shows PCIe 4.0 X16 when they're actually PCIe 3.0, but that's okay. And yeah, everything else looks good. It's okay. Well, so before I list it on the marketplace, right? Before when people want to rent a GPU or a Docker, okay, from SimplePod, before I list it here, I have to move it. Okay, so let me move it onto my main shelf, which is gonna be here. And actually, I totally forgot. Before I do that, I need to move all of the PDUs to the other side, because the power supplies, all the hot air is gonna be going out that way. So the PDUs, the plugins are gonna go on that side. So I'm gonna have to do some stuff. Let me just move all 3 PDUs on the other side of the shelf, and then I gotta move the server onto the shelf. So let me do that offline. I wish I could, I would love to POV moving this, but I think I'm gonna break my camera. Yeah, moving this server is probably gonna be real tough. So, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I think this video is long enough. I'm gonna do that for another video for the next one, because there's a lot I have to change here, and it's gonna take me a couple hours, and I better POV that as well. So, okay, anyways, at least we know the server is showing up on SimplePod. And now, yeah, I just had to set up the power on that side, move the server over there. So that'll be for the next video. Okay, so guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And yeah, that was fun. It wasn't that bad, actually. It wasn't that hard. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Continuing on the journey here of setting up the AI servers. All right, peace out. Peace out. Okay. Never ends. Still storing your crypto on exchanges? That's risky. This is the Red Panda Tangent card. Simple, secure, and built for real self-custody. No seed phrases, no complicated setups. Just tap your card, manage your crypto, and you're in control instantly. Secure chip technology keeps your assets protected, even offline. I've tested a lot of hardware wallets, and this is by far one of the easiest ways to get started. If you want true ownership of your crypto, check out the Red Panda Tangent card below. Simple, secure, self-custody. Use code RPM for another 10% off. Link in the video description below.